Hi everyone, welcome to our biology class. We were studying about the circulatory system of the body, or how the nutrients are transmitted through or transferred to all the cells through the blood. And related to this process or the transmission of nutrients, we have studied about the contents of the blood and how it is formed and what are the content of the plasma. Such very important or the major important parts were discussed in the last class. Today we are going to study about a particular topic, heart. Okay, for circulating anything through the blood, the major role is for the heart. Okay, so a heart plays an important role in the distribution of the main nutrients through the blood, because the distribution through the blood is performed with the help of circulatory system. The circulatory system that we have studied from the lower classes, especially from 8th standard. And now the major part of the circulatory system is heart, and we are going to see what are the contents of the heart, or what are the parts of the heart and what are the role of the heart. Completely it cannot be discussed in a single class. So some part or some areas related to that can be discussed now in the class or in the video. Okay, before that we have to remember where is the heart located, or where is it situated? Can you say? We know heart is located or it is situated in the chest cavity. Chest cavity means there are two cavities on the area or on the body. One area, it is having a cover or coating or a protection of ribs or rib cage. The protection or the area that is protected by the rib cage is called thoracic cavity. That is the first term. Thoracic cavity, first area, that is thoracic cavity. Then, so if anybody is asking you where is the heart located, you can say it is located in the thoracic cavity by tilting to the left. Tilting to the left. So it is not straight or not vertically standing. No, it is vertically standing. Tilted to left means just turning to left. So it is just turning or slanting, or slope is there to the left side. So standing like this. This is my left side. That's why it is standing like this. Okay. So it is located in the thoracic cavity and tilted to the left. And it is seen in between the lungs. Many points are there. So in the thoracic cavity, tilted to the left, and it is seen in between the lungs. Two lungs is there. So two lungs are there, and it is seen in between the lungs. Clear? Yes, this much only. So the heart is located in the thoracic cavity, in between the lungs and tilted to the left. Clear? Position okay. Then there is a covering or protective membrane around the what? Heart. Or heart is protected by a two-layered membrane. That is what is called pericardium. The protective membrane. Pericardium. The protective membrane on the heart is called pericardium. Clear? Then two layer is there. So in between the layers there is a fluid. That fluid is called pericardial fluid. What is that? The fluid that is seen in between the layers of the pericardium. Okay, Pericardium is the protective membrane. It is having two layers. In between the two layers, there is a fluid called pericardial fluid. That pericardial fluid reduces the friction. It reduces the friction. Friction means otherwise it will be closed together. So friction means it is a force that helps to connect two things together. Such friction will not be there if the pericardial fluid is there. So these are the basic part related to what? The heart. So position we have discussed, and the protective membrane also were discussed. Then a fluid called pericardial fluid that was seen in between the layers of the pericardium, that also were seen, and its main function is reducing the friction. Okay, it helps to reduce the friction. Is it okay? So these points you have to remember. Then we are going to see what are the contents or what are the parts of the heart. Next, for the easiness of the study, we can draw the heart like this. Don't say hurt, it is heart. Heart is having 4 chambers. Heart is having 4 chambers that you can see from here. Okay, now I am saying the points, many number will come. So each and every point is to be noted and it is to be analyzed clearly. Otherwise you cannot understand. So heart is having 4 chambers. Human heart is having 4 chambers. The upper chambers, upper 2 chambers are the 2 chambers on the top and 2 chambers at the bottom. Okay, then one is left and the other will be right. Then when we look to the board or the book, it will be our opposite side, because the picture is as it is looking to us, its right and left will come. So our left will be their right, so it will come like that. Then chambers, 4 chambers are there, upper chambers 2 and lower chambers 2. The lower chambers are called ventricles. Okay, so this is right ventricle, this is left ventricle. Then upper chambers are called atria. So atria is plural, atrium is the singular. So this is which one? Right atrium, this is left atrium. This is right ventricle, this is left ventricle. Its order is like that. Okay. Then the right atrium, listen very well, then right ventricle. In between that there is no hole, but here is a valve. Okay, right side there is a valve, and on the left atrium and left ventricle there is also another valve. Then the name of that valve, or these 2 valves together we will say cuspid valve. Cuspid valve. Cuspid valve means the valve that connect the atria and ventricle. Atria and ventricle, or atrium and ventricle. Okay, such valve is called cuspid valve. Right side there is a cuspid valve and left side there is another cuspid valve. Okay, right cuspid valve, then left cuspid valve. But instead of saying right cuspid valve and left cuspid valve, we will say this like tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve. 2 valve is there. The right side valve is called tricuspid valve. Then left side valve is called bicuspid valve. So these are the 2 cuspid valve. Okay, tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve. These 2 valve. Then normally the right side of the heart carry impure blood. Impure blood. Impure blood means that blood contain more carbon dioxide. Impure blood. Pure blood means a particular blood that contain more oxygen. Such blood carry or pass through the left side. Clear? So, right side carry impure blood and left side carry pure blood in the heart. Then, normally, the blood from all parts of the body that will come to the atria first. When the atria is filled, what will happen? Cuspid valve will be opened and the blood will pass into the ventricles. Or along with the process, it will happen. Means when the blood come to the atria, slowly it will come to the ventricle also. Then ventricle and atria fill together. When it is filled, the heart will contract. Okay, so blood will come out. So for coming out is through the ventricle. From atria, blood will not come out. So blood come out only through what? The ventricle. For that there are two valves for taking the blood outside. Here, simply we can draw here as it is a rectangle. Normally from the ventricle starting side itself, it is starting in the case of heart. Okay, here is a valve and here is another valve. Okay, then this valve, the name of this valve that we can say later. Then another thing, the blood vessels that carry blood to the heart. Blood vessels that carry blood to the heart is called vein. Vein. Vein is the blood vessels that carry blood to the heart, and the blood vessel which carry blood from the heart is called aorta. Aorta. So, vein carry blood to the heart and aorta carry blood from the heart to other parts of the body. Okay? Base is there. Then related points are coming now. Then listen here. From all the parts of the body or from all the cells, impure blood means carbon dioxide containing blood will be carried into the heart and it will reach into the right atria. Right atria, that we can denote like this. Right atria. This is left atria. This is right ventricle. This is left ventricle. This is the structure. So, impure blood will be carried into the heart by what? The vein. And the largest vein which collect all the blood is called Vena cava. Sorry. Vena cava. Vena cava means it is the largest vein. Two branches are there. Superior vena cava and inferior vena cava is there. Superior means from the top side of the heart, the blood will be carried. Inferior means from the lower part of the heart, blood is carried. Two are there, that two join to the heart. So anyhow, vena cava, that is the vein, largest vein that carry impure blood to the heart. Okay. Then when right atria is filled, the blood will pass to the right ventricle. When the two are filled, heart will contract and the blood will come out from this area. Right ventricle, blood will come out. Which kind of blood it is? It is impure blood. So that will be passed out of the heart for where or to where? It will be carried to the lungs. Impure blood is carried to the lungs for what? For exchanging carbon dioxide with what? Oxygen. When the oxygen is mixed in the blood, that blood will become pure blood. Okay. So, for that it is to be carried to the lungs, and it is carried to the lungs through a particular what? Particular blood vessel, that is called pulmonary artery. The impure blood will be carried to the what? Lungs through a what? A particular blood vessel, that is what is called what? It is carried to the lungs, no? That's why it is called pulmonary artery. Look. Pulmonary artery. It will be carried by pulmonary artery. Then pulmonary artery will start from the left ventricle. Okay. So there is another valve. I told you, no, two valves to send the blood outside the heart. Then such a blood vessel is what? Pulmonary artery. Then at the starting point of the pulmonary artery there is a what? Valve. It is called pulmonary valve. Pulmonary valve. So through this pulmonary valve, what will happen? The impure blood pass into the lungs through pulmonary artery. Then as it reach into the lungs, what will happen? It will be purified, or the carbon dioxide will be given out and oxygen will be received into the blood. Now the blood became what? Which kind of blood? It became pure blood. Pure blood means oxygenated blood. Clear? Then such pure blood will be carried into the heart again. Carried into the heart again by another vein. We know the blood vessels that carry blood into the heart is called vein. Then carry blood from the heart means it is artery. Look, here impure blood that is carried from the heart to the lungs, from heart to the lungs. That's why it is artery. So it is pulmonary artery. But here impure blood carried to the lungs. Then another thing, I told you, no, the blood vessels that carry blood from the heart to other side, other part of the body is called aorta. Okay, aorta means it is what? It is the combination of what? Arteries. When many arteries, here like this, vena cava, superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, I told you, no, that is the largest vein. Actually, blood vessels that carry blood to the heart is called vein. Then blood vessels that carry blood from the heart is called artery. Largest artery is the aorta. Is it okay? Largest vein is which one? Vena cava. Two vena cava is there, superior and inferior. Here aorta also like that, or main aorta itself. Okay. So here look, next blood is to be taken from where? Or blood has to come here first. Which blood? Sorry. Left atrium. Blood has to come. Atria, sorry. Here, left atrium, blood has to come. Which blood? I told you, no, left side in the case of heart, it is which blood? Pure blood, means oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood is coming from where? From the lungs. Look, pulmonary artery carried the impure blood for purification. Now it is ready in the lungs. After oxygenation, it is ready. Then that pure blood from the heart will reach into left atria. Pure blood. Pure blood pass through the left side. Then it will reach into the left atrium. When the left atrium blood reach in the left atrium, which valve? Here, bicuspid valve. That valve will be opened and blood will pass slowly into left ventricle also. When left ventricle and left atrium is filled, means four chambers filled together, one side impure and other side pure blood, but it will not mix together. No chance. So, when the four chambers are filled, heart will contract. So, what will happen? One side pure blood will go, through the other side impure blood will go. Impure blood will reach into lungs through pulmonary artery with the help of pulmonary valve. Here pure blood is passing out. Where? To the other parts of the body or to all parts of the body through another what? Blood vessel, that is called aorta. Aorta. Okay. So, as the blood vessel that carry the pure blood is called aorta, there is a valve. That valve is called aortic valve. Through the aortic valve, the blood is carried to all parts of the body. Okay, from there again, they supply oxygen to the cell and cell give carbon dioxide to the blood. Then the pure blood will become again impure. So, that impure blood from other sides of the body will reach again into right atria. It will be moved into right ventricle. Then again it will be passed into the lungs through pulmonary artery. Then there it will be purified. Then it will reach into left atria. Then from the left atria again it will be passed into left ventricle. From there it will be sent out through the aorta through aortic valve. This is the process taking place in the heart. Okay. So, the chambers, the blood vessels related, such all things you have to note down. Okay. A bit difficult part, but repeatedly you have to hear this, then only you will get understood. Okay. So, points okay. Upper chambers are called atria, lower chambers are called ventricle, then tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve. Then blood vessels carry blood to the heart is called vein, largest one is vena cava. Then blood vessels which carry blood out of the heart is called aorta or atria. Sorry, not atria, arteries. Then largest one is aorta, largest artery is the aorta. Then aorta starting place there is a valve, aortic valve. Then pulmonary artery starting place there is a valve, it is called pulmonary valve. Then these are the points. Then another point, right side of the heart carry impure blood and left side of the heart carry pure blood. Okay. So these are the main points related to heart. Then we can stop the class or we can finish today's class. Then balance all we will discuss in the coming classes. So repeatedly watch the video and try to get the points understood. By single watching, it may not be clear to you. So try to get an idea like this. Then which are the chambers, which blood will be carried, then where it is supplied, by what, which valve, such things you get understood. Then if you have doubt, you can contact. Okay. So study very well. Have a habit of studying. Then if you have doubt, watch repeatedly and subscribe our channel if you didn't subscribe. See you later in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.